Welcome to the first video lesson of chapter 3. In this video you will learn the basics of angles. First we'll go over the definition of angles. Angles are the spaces formed by the intersecting lines. I'm going to show you in drawing lines that are cross each other are intersecting lines, and space here creates one angle, second angle, third angle, and last fourth angles. So angles are created by two lines crossing each other. Okay, next is a review for most of you. We have acute angle, right angle that most of us know already. It's a right angle that's equal to 90 degrees. Obtuse angles are greater than 90 degrees, and a straight line or a straight angle that's equal to 180 degrees. Now, it's very important in this chapter to name angles correctly, because you're going to see many different types of angles and you have to name them. So I'm going to teach you how to name angles. We have a side and another side. I'm going to label this. This point right here is called a vertex. Now, two lines crossing each other creates an angle. We're going to call this angle ABC, or angle, we're going to use a symbol, angle CBA, or angle B. Notice that the letter in the middle are all vertex. The vertex B goes in the middle. Okay? Next, we're going to look at several different types of angles. The first one we'll look at is an adjacent angle. In English, adjacent means things that are right next to each other. So adjacent angles are angles that are next to each other. And touch a line together. So angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent. Angle 1 and angle 2, they are touching this line here, so they are adjacent. Now angle 2 and angle 4 are not adjacent to each other because they're opposite. Angle 2 and angle 4 are not next to each other, so they're not adjacent. The next one is vertical angles. Vertical angles are the ones that are opposite to each other, and they are congruent, meaning that they are exactly the same. They have the same degree. So angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical angles. So this one and this one, notice that they are opposite. They're on the opposite sides. Angle 2 and angle 4 are vertical angles. So angle 4, angle 2, they're opposite to each other. They are congruent. It means they have the same degrees. If angle 1 is 20 degrees, because angle 3 is a vertical angle, it's vertical to angle 1, angle 3 should also be 20 degrees. They have to be the same. Okay, we're going to look at a few examples. The first problem is to name a pair of adjacent angles. We have to find adjacent angles. We found here angle ABC ABC and angle ABF, they share a line. So angle ABC and ABF are adjacent angles. Make sure to write your answer this way. Angle ABC and angle ABF are adjacent angles. The second problem is to name a pair of vertical angles. Vertical angles that are opposite to each other. And they said angle ABF, this one, and angle CBD, this one, are vertical angles because they're opposite to each other. So angle ABF and angle CBD are vertical angles. That will be your answer. Okay? Okay. We're at the last two angles. The first one we'll look at is complementary angles. It says two angles are complementary angles when the sum of their measures is 90 degrees. So another word for it is the angles that add up to 90 degrees. When you add the two angles together, it has to be a right angle. For example, you have an angle that's 30 degrees and you have an angle that's 60 degrees. If you do 30 degrees and a 60 degrees put together, that would be 60 degrees. That gives you 90 degrees. So it is now a right angle. And that's why that's a complementary angles. Complementary angles are the angles that add up to 90 degrees. Okay, next, supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are the ones that add up to 180 degrees. Add up to 180 degrees. It's simple. So if you have angle that's degree of 135 and another one that's 45, 135 plus 45 will give you 180 degrees. So it creates a straight line. And next we're going to go on to a practice problem and example together. Okay? First, tell whether the angles are complementary, supplementary, or neither. So you have to identify whether they are supplementary or complementary, or it could be none of the above. So let's look at part A. The first angle is 70 degrees and this is 110 degrees. If you add them together, it's 180 degrees, so the angles are supplementary. Part B, 41 degrees plus 49 degrees is 90, so the angles are complementary. Even in the picture, it looks like right angle, but we can't just assume it. We have to add. Next one, you have 128 degrees and 62 degrees. Notice when you add them together, it's neither 90 or 180. So the angles are neither complementary nor supplementary. It's none of the above. So that's a special case with the angles. Now that's the end of the first video lesson, but it is your turn to practice what we've learned so far. So for this one, stop the video and you will try these problems on your own. You're going to try number 1, 2, and number 3.